Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is, of course, the Sunday night line battle, and we're in with the 77Y, who are, strangely enough, playing the Russians. I know, what are the odds? So, there is Monsieur Turtle, and this is the special needs artillery bus. As you can see, there's Salt in there, and Firefolk, and there's an engineer over here. Now, that, of course, is the Morth, except he's not sporting a cigar this week. So, but he's on the case already. The Morth is building. Now, who's that? There's Sniper in there also. God, there's a lot of gingers in the Russian side. What's going on with that? So, anyway, let me tell you about the teams. On the Russian side, you have the 77Y, of course, and you have the 19th in there as well. The Brulans, of course. And I think that's pretty much it on that side. On the opposing side, you have the 34th, the 95th, the Liebesgrenz, the 2nd SG, the AR NR1. Who else? Hands. Random. 95th Rifles, those deadly riflemen. And numerous other peoples. The 11th in there as well. So, here is the artillery special needs area. There's a Ricolas in there. Now, who is commanding officer today? There is Lieutenant Murray. And there, of course, is the captain. The captain of the artillery, young Thomas. And so, marksman Mr. Johnny catching a cannonball at the start. So, epic win there for the 77Y. And they're down one person. 86, 90 versus 92. So, looking pretty good. And here is the 19th with Patriot 32 leading his section forward. We look over to the left-hand side here. To what is essentially Russian people in tight trousers. The likes of Mr. Gamer here. Oh, look. There's a recently deceased Russian person. Wonder who that could have been. So, they're now moving onwards, and you've got the lines moving around. There's Corporal Ryan. And here is, of course, the commander. Now, here are the skirmishers. You can see, holy crap, look at that. The Austrians being very, very aggressive, moving up in two pretty large lines on the right-hand side of the Russians. So these fine riflemen here, taking pot shots, trying to take down the 34th. And Captain, holy crap, the artillery just got jumped. Good God, look at that. I think the 77Y artillery is down pretty much already. Oh my goodness, look at this. Who's this down here? Firefolk going nuts. Oh, barged to the floor but took down another horse. Oh dear, let's see if we can get back in there, find out what's going on. As you can now see, a large amount of Austrians dozy-doing and bayonet funning with the Russians from the 19th, as you can see. Oh, lovely stuff going on, and they're tangling in with, of course, the mighty Liebesgrenz. So I think it's fair to say that within 5 minutes of the battle starting, the Russians have lost their artillery. That is quite a change-up, I have to say. Didn't expect that. Haven't seen that. And so, let's see. We can find out where the Russians are. Now, it could be the reason that happened is because there was no line there covering them. Now, as a result of that, there's a furry warp pig, or furry war pig, I should say. Oh, fire coming in. The cadets are mad that the artillery team has been taken out. Fortunately, one member has survived. Correction. God, how does this man always survive? Always seems to survive. Scary tactic. Scary knack for surviving. And there, of course, is the one and only Doomfinger. The premier artillery finger for the Russians. So now let's see if we can find out what's going on as we're looking at the 11th here. There's Herseidel, and under the command of Delio, Oberst Delio. And you've also got another Austrian line moving in, so there's from the NR1, there's Emily moving in. Now, You can see these light infantry here from the 2nd SG, Brappo and Zippo and so on and so forth. Oh dear, what's going on? It looks like jingoistic Diplo has just taken down Frith from the Boulans, so something is going on here. The Russians are on the back foot, I think it's fair to say. There's Avior, and let's see if we can find out what's going on, to see if we can find where the Boulans are located. So Mao checking out on his spyglass for the enemy to find out where those enemy are located. He sees some on the far hill. You can see dust being raised up in the background. We fly over the top of the Austrian Jaegers as cannonballs bounce past them into the main area here, this small nook, I suppose you could say, which is where the Boulans are fighting for survival. So there's Carolus in there, and let's see, there's Saka in from the Boulan. Let's see what's going on. I think it's fair to say that that's the only member of the Boulan still remaining. So let's see. Yeah. Anyway, this poor sod left behind. Oh, jingoistic Diplo. Poor lad, left behind. And there we go. Congratulations to Scott Shroom for the first team kill of Gaz for the night. A definite shout out then goes to that gentleman. And Gaz, it's not an official line battle unless Gaz gets team killed at least once. So we're looking at the NR1 now, and you've got Jaegers moving in to support them from the 95th Rifles. So these guys also, oh look, commanding officer. Colonel Angry Piper from the 95th. And doesn't he look wonderful today? Albeit slightly ginger. So, over the other side is Russians. The skirmishers led by Avior. Samo in with them. Crazy Horse. It looks like that line might be getting a little bit mixed up there. We'll have to wait and see. There's Incapable 180. And Plasmy also in there as well. And aha! Minus a horse. It is, of course, Major Malekith. So, Major Malekith leading his line. And we are waiting to see what's going on. Now, over on the left side here, 19 versus 36. Here is the artillery with, of course, Monsieur Turtle and young Mr. Morth, who seems to be having a slight seizure, which is not exactly unusual for Morth, to be honest. There, of course, Doomfinger, who seems to have stolen Morth's cheroot there. So in comes a fire from the 77Y, the line setting up. Doomfinger with a nice long distance kill on Jingoistic Diplo. And you can see the lines. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. So poor old Rhino Life with a team kill. Or being team killed by his commanding officer. And there we go. The 95th Rifles come in and take out Malekith. So what can we say? Karma's a bitch. That's a good long distance shot there by the 95th Rifles. Accurate stuff going on. So you can now see the Russians have pretty much cleared up the Austrians that remain. And let's see. Cadet White Knights. And Corporal Riki. Cadet Dishammer. We are watching to see what's going on. Now, here are the riflemen, the 95th Rifles, no less. Blackadder and Captain Huey. And there's Angry Piper, obviously. And there is, of course, Mr. Bacon. They are now cheesing it in the opposite direction. Complete with Angry Piper. Okay. So let's see. Angry Piper doing his best to run. Bit of fire coming in. He's dodging left and right. Oh, nice shot from Mark's Textilum there. Now, what's going to happen? There we go. One of the first shots there going into Angry Piper. And they're determined to charge him down. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This has got to be this. This is like the O.J. Simpson police chase, but Napoleonic War style. Got to be the slowest. There we go. And they're on him. And they're on him. And he's down. Didn't really stand a chance. Oh dear, poor Angry Piper didn't stand a chance. As soon as his horse went down, that was it. But that was the slowest chase I've ever seen. Never mind, poor Piper. And one Austrian remaining, correction. Taken down with a beautiful shot from Hammerstouts. And we move on to the second round. There will be 3 rounds on this map. So, round number 1 is complete. Round number 2 begins. And we return with round number 2. Out in the middle of these very lovely rolling hills. As you can see. You can hear the sound of horses in the background. And let's fly towards the Austrian spawn. Which reminds me, I haven't seen our 2-dimensional bird yet, so it's not an official line battle until we are graced by the presence of Mr. 2-dimensional bird, or maybe Mrs. 2-dimensional bird. Maybe Mr. 2-dimensional bird is at work. I don't know. So. Aha. Bolstad, artillery bombardier from the 95th. Here is the Austrian artillery in all its finery, so to speak. Taggio, oh dear God. Tiago Favrella, I think. And Flea Circus catches a cannonball, and Neon takes out Nixa 30 there from the 19th. So, the cannonballs come bouncing up towards the artillery as the fire is coming out from Cannoneer Neon, looking very dapper. So you can see these standard cannons. Lovely stuff indeed. As the Austrian lines now start to move out. You have the Austrian cavalry. These fine lancers. Look at these fellows. Okay, perhaps not the great name. The Great Tit! If there's one in there called the Great Penis and the Great Arse, then I'll be impressed. Rochefort. High on KFC. White Eagle. Dragunun. Raig. There's Jingoistic Diplo. And there is Wolfie. And there's a man who's having trouble with his horn, is of course Slothfather. And there is Major Artemis. So. And there's Captain Perry. So, we wait. And see what happens. As we fly out. Aha, what's this? A little bit of bullet fire maybe. That'll be the Brulans moving out. Ah, here we go. This looks like Malekith under pressure from the 90... Is that Malekith maybe? No, that's not. That's their commanding officer. That would of course be the Piper. You always have to pay the Piper. And these guys are here to make sure they do that. As you've got a line of troops coming in under the command, of course, of the consumer of vast quantities of alcohol, Lieutenant Gaz and Slavic. And it looks like they're going in on the Brulans now, supporting them. The fine Lancers in there doing their work, trying to clear up these Jaegers So you can see the 95th Rifles, oh, being taken down in all directions. That basically means the skirmisher squads for the 95th Rifles is history. That was nasty, but that was pretty well organised there, I have to say. Now, however, returning fire is the 2nd SG. And Uran. And Chrono Duck. And let's see. Emily in there from the NR1. So you can see these guys now returning fire back towards the enemy. You've also got this collection of Russians on the right here. There's Scott Shroom. There's Lieutenant Gaz. How is this man still alive? And this obviously was the man who didn't have much chance to survive earlier on, as he was assassinated by his commanding officer. So it'll be this man here. And so, Private Power and Scott Shroom, they're all waiting for their opportunity. Take a pot shot at the Austrians. Nice shot. As these guys in the middle here from the NR1. And random horse runs past the camera. Okay. There we go, a bit of fire. That was naughty. Toast taking a pot shot at the enemy as Cadet Demolition gets toasted. And Toast is then taken down by a Shroom. So, the remaining members of the Austrians. And Malekith continuing to move around. As it looks like the Russians are now moving in towards the lights here. It's the 2nd SG, Musician Adrian. They're now coming under attack from multiple members of the Austrian side, including the 90th... Oh, sorry. And there we go. Malekith is dead again. So, Malekith on the roll. As you... Well, he's not so much rolling as he is lying down. And a little bit of Team King going on there from the 19th. Unfortunately. And you've got a few... This always happens when people get into a melee situation in this game. And Cadet Rami gets taken down. Oh, and Zontago also killed Dr. Fuea. Let's see what's he going to do. He's going to have a battle with a member of the 19th. Ryan 9890. Oh, takes him down with a nice side stab. Look out. Look out. Oh, look out, lights. Run for it. Run for it. Bull the Butcher is being attacked. He's being sliced. He's being diced. He's being chopped. I think it's fair to say he's being butchered, but apparently not. He survived. And the Baker taking down Dropkick. So these lights now moving out. And Samo and Clink in there, along with Gamer, who has recently survived, which is a good thing. And there's March Slayer. So Marksman Slayer moving in, supporting Smoke Trail, William Wallace, the Cotas. So the Leibs Grens taking fire. Oh dear, poor old Major McFarland being taken down by the quick one. Rifle fire, obviously that is permitted. Skirmishers are allowed to target the officers. For Furry Warpig, you cannot forget the contribution of Oinkers in battle. So we are watching him and Fake Messiah and Elba making their way over, charging over the top of the hill. Let's see how Gamer gets on. William Wallace catches a cannonball. And, oh, stabbed in the back by Fake Messiah. Now, here looks to be a fine collection of the 34th, Mr. High on KFC. And here, of course, is the protective fort for the artillerymen. And so protective that their own commanding officer can't actually get out of it. So that's how protected they like to be in this particular section. So there's Avior being barged to the floor. So we're watching the 34th coming in. Oh, the jingoistic Diplo gets team killed. And we see more fire and stabby goings on. Let's see. Oh, lovely stab there by the 34th. Uh-oh, always been blocked. Goes in for a quick stab. Look at that. Oh, he falls onto the body of the quick one. So high on KFC. Fortunately remaining alive. Plasmist 34 unfortunately is not. Let's see who this man in the middle is. Chicken. He's about to be cooked. Well and truly. There we go. Sliced and diced. And added with a bit of seasoning. So, let us see. 10 Russians remain against 39 Austrians. Now, I think it's fair to say that this is the collection of Russians that remain. Now, obviously, Dirty Morth is in there. So there, of course, is the Morth. Now, what I'm waiting for is the explosive boxes that will signal the end of the entire artillery section, which is pretty much standard fare for these guys. And here is Murray. There's Derposaurus, recently promoted, of course. And there is Thomas. Cannonballs bouncing to their right and to their left. Are they going to return to the Fort of Awesomeness? Oh, nice shot from Dutch Ref. Long distance from the cannonball. And you can see now, here come the cavalry. Under Captain Perry. And they're all inside. All of the artillerymen getting in there as quickly as they can. One man remaining. Murray. And Dutch Ref obviously looking to try and take pot shots at them. So, there's Dirty Morth. See, this is not really a proper Dirty Morth area because I'm seeing a singular lack of explosive boxes. Who can forget the platforms that they built out of explosive boxes that were then lit at the end of the round, sending their commanding officer, Thomas, hurtling skyward at 900 miles an hour, doing the most high explosive splits you have ever seen in your life. However, there's Murray. Oh, goodness me. Dutch Ref is having a seizure. And let's see. So we can find some people. There, of course, is the Battle Oinker. There's Thomas in the Fort O protection. And who is this man running? Marksman Slayer, running for his life. Austrians moving in from all directions. Here we go. Fort Awesome is now being defended. Oh, Murray gets taken out. There's Oberst de Leo. Poor old Murray gets taken out. And the chopping on the fort has begun. The last stand of the artillerymen of the 77Y. Fire coming out. This is the last stand. And not a single explosive box. There's a man inside. A man's made it inside. Two men have made it inside. Lots of stabbiness going on. And there is Dirty Morth. He's out. And he's got his axe out. Ladies and gentlemen, the chopper has arrived. And he's doing his best to defend himself. But Dirty Morth, no. Taken out from multiple directions. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Fort Morth. And we move on to the next turn. And round, even. Yes, that will be good. And we return. And we are at the Russian spawn area. The Brulans. Sitting down here. Captain Thomas. Oh dear. That doesn't look good. There's Corporal Frith. And Firefault taken out already with a nice cannon shot. So Thomas has got himself a lance. That's going to go well. And the defensive forces, or fortress, of Fort Special Needs, as made by Dirty Morth, is being set up. And a little bit of chat going on from Happy Banana, who's in as Unfortunately, a name I'd probably rather not mention, but he's in as Chad's sex slave, which is just deeply, deeply alarming. Okay. So it looks like the Liebsgren's got a little bit of team killing going on there. Not sure what's happened. There's Lieutenant Gaz and Corporal Riki. And somebody walks right in front of a cannon, which explains what happens. So, there, of course, Captain of the Brulans, Captain Fix. So, there is Major Malekith, currently alive, but soon not to be, as the Austrians are moving up in what appears to be a double rank formation. The 11th, under command of Falco. There we go, the fire's coming out, but the trouble is they're going to have to break for it because they're being attacked from multiple directions. Now is not a time to go AFK, Sledger. Don't go AFK now, sunshine, for that reason. So poor old Barling Kraut taken down, multiple members of the AR and NR1 being taken down, and the 11th having to run for it. So yeah, that was unfortunate for them. They moved into what they thought was a good position, but the 77Y moved up with a combination of skirmishers and riflemen on the... Sorry, skirmishers and line on the left, and another line section on the right. And they didn't really stand a chance. There's Bradder 7 in there. And let's see who this line is commanded by. It is, of course, Gaz. So, let's go and say hello to the Austrians. The 3rd KGL, standing behind the artillery's line, waiting, or with the artillery area, waiting for an opportunity to kill the enemy. Exotics there from the 3rd KGL, checking out with his spyglass to find out where the enemy's going. Although he appears to be holding up the spyglass to his patched eye, which is not a good idea. Does not bode well, does not engender confidence in your troops. Engineer Libby, working hard to build defensive structures. Now the good thing about these will stop a cannonball bouncing up the hill and into one of your troopers. But it doesn't stop your engineer from getting shot. The timing on that could not have been more perfect. Thank you, Auriculus. So, sorry, engineer. Anyway, there's Bolstad. And let's see what's going on as we're looking at the 19 TE here. Moving up with a section. There's Rhino Life. Let's see who else is in there. Cadet Rami. Cadet Bruiser. Cadet Dishammer. Cadet Demolition. Cadet White Knight. Ultimate Me's in there. Cadet Romeo. Cadet Scott Shroom. Private Power, Corporal Riki, and Lieutenant Gaz. And not sure you could call that a line. But never mind. All getting organised, trying to get themselves into a shoulder-by-shoulder line, ready to fire at the enemy. Over on the right side, you have the Brulan Lancers. And the skirmishers moving up. There's Captain Fix checking out the area. Salt manages to take down Bacon. Oh, Wolven Spirit taking a few shots. The 2nd SG looking very determined to defend themselves against the enemy. However, they have broken, as you've now got Angry Piper in as the colonel of the skirmishers, with his rifle pointing the wrong way. He's going to butt you, that's for sure. Aha! Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 2-dimensional bird, smiling upon this battle. Here is the artillery now. What the sudding Nora is that? That is probably... Is that Morph? Let's see. Yeah, that looks very Morth-like. So I'm guessing he was building this strange structure to defend, and it didn't go that well. So you can see, oh, look at that fire coming over. That canister shot over the top of the hill here. And you can see now the lights moving in on the positions of the artillery. Now, question is, that remains who's there to defend the artillery. Not many people. You have Mark's Ranger. You have the quick one. Captain Fix taken down by 11 TES. And you can now see, as I believe the 34th, yes, Slothfather in there. They're now dealing with lots and lots of cavalry going on. Oh, nice saber slice by Malekith into one of the 34th. So that was Private Azza. And now he's riding back into the battle to assist his troops. Oh, another superb slice from Mal there. Now they're coming under fire from some of the Austrians. You can see here the Russian line reforming to return fire to the Austrians up on the hill there. And that's what they're going to be doing. Oh, some of them are taking fire. JHS in Gren October taking a few shots, and it looks like the Austrians have now backed off. But unfortunately, they haven't backed off far enough because the Brulans are all over them. The Lancers of the Brulans doing damage into the poor Liebesgrens. They're doing their best to defend themselves against this sustained artillery, sustained attack from the cavalry. Fortunately, line troops, they're designed, they can handle this kind of thing, but sheer weight of numbers, barging them to the floor, all that kind of stuff. The Liebesgrens, are they going to survive? Are they circling round? Let's see what's happening. As you've now got the 34th have chased off the Liebesgrens, or sorry, have chased off the Brulans, so the Liebesgrens survive, but with a small number. So there's Private Jammy, and you can see here Lieutenant Arcady. And lighting capable kills Clink. Yay. So now we're looking at loads of Russians having a seizure. So you can see one of the few remaining members of the Austrian forces getting stabbed to death there. That's Private Dwarf from the Liebesgrens being killed by Natter, complete with a lovely teabag from one of the cadets, which is very classy. So here we go. There's Bill the Butcher. And let's see what's going on up here, because this looks to be... Oh, Malekith catches a cannonball. Oh, Malekith, Malekith, Malekith. His skills at catching cannonballs with his face are still top-notch. Angry Piper going in with a rifle butt. He's having trouble because he's against men with sharp-pointed things. The stabby goodness. Oh, double block there from Angry Piper going in with a rifle butt. Kills Gaz with a rifle butt. Fantastic. Poor Gaz. And Angry Piper finally being taken down by Cadet Bruiser. So, a definite congratulations there to Malekith for catching a cannonball with his face. Auriculus managing to kill Bill the Butcher. Somehow. That'll probably be how. For standing in front of the cannon. So it looks like this line may be under the command of Bradders. And cannonballs come flying over the top. Let's see. Avior moving out. Looking at the numbers, 18 and 52. Not looking good for the Austrians. So it seems they can do a map change after this one, which is the third round, obviously. So let's see. Gunny, or Gummy. The third KGL. Moving out. And here are the Brulans. Cruising around the area, being supported by line infantry. As it looks like the 34th was sneaking about on the corner here, looking for people to attack, and they're charging into the artillery section of the 77 White. And Taggart takes down Major Artemis with a fine shot. Derposaurus gets taken down. And this is the defensive area. Thomas here trying to defend. Oh, fire coming in from Neon, taking down Lime and Frith. Oh, fantastic stuff going on here. Defensive play by the 34th as they're trying to deal with the likes of these guys. Sorry, not defensive. Offensive play by the 34th. Ryag taken down, or Ryag. And now the Brulans are in, trying to deal with the remaining members of the 34th Lancers. First Lieutenant Slothfather. Predict 4. Slothfather gets taken down by Mesny. This could be the last man standing for the 34th. No correction, there's another one over here. There is Paul 345. So, let's see what happens. Oh, stabbed in the chest by Harrick. Nice timing there by Harrick. As we watch Predict 4. One of the few remaining Lancers. Still trying to deal with members of the Brulans. And he's been dealt with. Cadet Big Big taking down Predict 4. Cadet Big Big, really? What's he doing on the horse? So obviously he may have been borged into the collective, so to speak. Captain Harrick. And Auriclus taking down. Oh dear, Auriclus on form today with the team kills. So, you can now see the Russians moving up to the artillery position of the Austrians. And the Austrians deciding to cheese it, but now being penned in from multiple locations. This is not good. Bit of stabby goings on from the Austrians here. Let's see. More Austrians trying to defend themselves. Another Austrian deciding to cheese it. Didn't do him any good. The Baker got taken down by Requiem. And who is this fellow? Lieutenant Gummy, the last man standing. He turns to fight. Stabs in, takes down Sarek, takes down Crazy Horse, takes down Nixer. Oh, Gummy with 3 kills. Nice, nice indeed. And we're on to a map change. 2-1 in favour of the Russians. We'll be back after a map change. And so we are live, and Lieutenant Murray unable to get through the scrum of people, and that's rather nice. You notice they actually spawn in a river, so all very good indeed. So you can see the Brulans moving out, the Russians making their way across the river, and let's go and see what the Austrians are doing. Ah, the fine Lancers of the 34th. Slothfather in there as well. And so this is the map that they decided to use, a desert map, because who doesn't love fighting battles and then having to adjust your underpants because of sand in your crack? But you know, these are the prices you pay for battle. Let's see. Zippo and second SG. Crazy Wolf from the NR1. And there's Bombardier Baker. Bolstad. Looking for the enemy. Aha. 95th Captain Chosen Man is in as the commanding officer. Over on the left hand side, we're flying away from the Austrian spawn. Now, I can pretty much guarantee that that will be Mal scouting ahead. Indeed it is. So there he is, scouting ahead to find out what's going on over on the far right hand side of the map. You can see them spreading out their numbers, the Brulans remaining behind the hill. One section of the lines going to the left. This small section over here on the left. Ah, the 19th, Soul Shaper 2. So, these guys waiting for the off, for the command to be given. Now, you can see here comes a huge amount of lines pushing down the corner of the map. It looks like they might be trying to outflank the artillery and getting close behind the spawn of the Austrians. There, of course, is Gaz. And over the other side is the commanding officer of the Austrians. He is now cheesing it in the most severe way possible, for obvious reasons. So he is now factoring forces over to that far left-hand side. It looks like you've got a line of Austrians bravely holding the line. See who they are, of course, the 11th, under the command of Quartermaster Heinrich. I think it was Quartermaster Heinrich. Salt! Multiple kills into the 2nd SG. Oh, lovely shot from Salt there. And they say Salt is bad for you. It definitely is now. There's Captain Platt in there. And here is multiple members of the Jaegers. Colonel Angry Piper with a line behind them. The chosen man galloping around all over the place. Cannonballs flying in over the top of the Russians. Look at this line. Oh my goodness. Massive amounts of fire coming in. And it looks like an entire massive push along the far right hand side of the map for the Russian forces. Now obviously they've got the Brulans at their rear. They've got gentlemen doing calisthenics. There's Rostafari doing his calisthenics. I'll make sure he's limbered and ready to go. Now, the trouble is, it means you do have a line moving out, but... Oh, look at that. Fitch looking very dapper. What's going to happen as the Liebesgrens are also moving down, and you can see them moving across away from the battle. See, there's the battle over there, right in the middle of the screen. And the Liebesgrens are moving across open fields, or open plains, I suppose you could say. Oh, heavens above. No! Marco takes out poor old Derposaurus. And Dutch Ref taking out multiple members. So there's 19 TE in there. A staggered line formation by the looks of it. So you can now see Salt taking out 2 members of the Liebesgrens as these guys are making it. Oh, and another one. Poor old Invitational Pavel gets taken down. Fix. Oh, fire coming in from the 19 TE. There we go. Up there on the left-hand side. So these guys are now engaging them with Ryan 9890. And Salt gets murdered. So as suspected. Let's see. Let's see if we can find those artillerymen. Yeah, as suspected. The artillery of the Russian forces has been well and truly neutralised. We have Lieutenant Murray, the Doomfinger, and Taggart are all that remains of defending that artillery. Of course, you've now got Azza moving up and looks to try and engage them with his lance. No, we'll see. Yeah, it looks like he's maybe getting the extra reach of the lance. Oh, look at that. Lovely stuff indeed. So you can now see the Liebesgrens getting into a little bit of a punch-up. Oh, fire coming in from the skirmishers there. Lovely fire indeed. The 95th Rifles cutting down multiple members of the 77Y as they now move in. But the trouble is the Rifles are in a severe state of alarm. As you can see, they've been jumped by the cavalry. Oh, Huey gets taken down. There's the Lancers moving in, taking down those skirmishers. They're not really in a position to defend themselves. Out comes the rifle butt. Angry Piper doing his best to give them a little bit of butt action, if you pardon the expression. So, here is the Austrian defensive line. Around the artillery, but it's about to get jumped. Lieutenant Gaz moving in, and they're all going melee. So let's see. Let's get up high. Let's show you the battle as the Austrians are battling to defend from a line on the left, skirmishers in the middle, and a line from the right. So look at the numbers. There we go. Malekith is still alive. How is this possible? Barging people onto the floor. Hopefully trying not to stop. Oh, poor old Gummy taken down. And a huge amount of slaying going on. Mass murder and genocide occurring. So you can see here, poor old Tweet goes down. And there is lots of fire still occurring. The Brulans are still in there. I think you've also now got the 34th in there as well for added measure. There we go, jagging them there. Taking down Andre. And also then taking down Strelane. So there's exotics in there. Trying to deal with JHS. And, oh no! Oh, that's so unfortunate to be barged to the floor. Barged to the floor by a free horse, so to speak. So, Slovenk going in for a little bit of melee. And taken down. Sloven's taken down by JHS. And one of the few members, there's Sergeant Avior for the artillery, still managing to survive. JHS also still alive. Ultimate Me also getting a lance out to help deal with it. So you can see here, Nelly X in an incapable 180. Oh, looks like a little bit of a tangle. Mao takes him down. Takes down the horse of the enemy. And Slothfather is now trying to defend himself. Oh, Jaginun taken down very quickly. Multiple stabs coming in from the bayonets. Oh, there we go. And he gets taken down with a stab to the face from Ultimate Me. Now, there are 2 Austrians remaining. This is one of them. Pull 345. Now, looks like Mao's coming in. Got to watch out for that. Oh, lovely stab. Oh, gets hit by one and then stabbed very quickly by Incapable. So there we go. There is the last man standing. Tiago Favela. So they're basically saying because he's so far away, they just want him slain. Which is a possibility, but it looks like he's going in with his cotton bud and he's going to clean their ears to death. So it looks like the cavalry are coming over. And he's prepared to fight. Yeah, he's going to go and punch a horse. He's going to punch him. There we go. This is it. This is Mao's... There we go. Fight between Mao. Here we go. Oh, fight with Mao. It's a mass punch-up. It's a mass punch-up. Oh, God. This is so ridiculous. Oh, dear. This is just wonderful. This is how to end a line battle. This is how to end the battle. Look at this. Oh, JHS manages to get a team kill. Oh, dear. Oh, and then somebody went and stabbed him. Oh. Dear, oh, dear. And we're on to the next round. And so we are on the final round of the night for the Sunday line battle. And I do believe it's 3-1 in favour of the Russians. So, let's see. Bolstad. Artillery position for the Austrians. Marco Killer. Cannoneer for the Austrians. Neon, also Cannoneer. Recruit Mudder from the 11th. Tiago Favela. And another of those crafty engineers. Engineer Libby. They do love their cheroots, don't they, those boys? So, let's check on the lines. Lieutenant Arcady moving out. With Major J. McFarland from the Liebsglens. Is it Liebsglens? No, it's Liebsglens. My apologies, Liebsglens. Oh dear. Oh, that's very painful. And we're looking at Declan. And there's Private Wolfie. One of the female persuasion. So, oh my goodness, the fire has started already. Look at this, over on the left-hand side. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're charging in. They're charging in. They're going... Oh my goodness, look at this. They're going nuts. They're going bananas. The Austrians have officially lost their senses and are charging in and massively pushing the Russians back. Mao's right there in the middle is like, hold the line, hold the line. No, they can't. They're being charged in from all directions. The Uhlans are coming in to support, but there was a massive push by the Austrians. Fantastic push. And the commanding officer of the cannon section for the 77Y is dead as a doornail. Bill the Butcher killing a cadet. And more stabby goings on. Coming in as the 34th now get engaged. This is a massive melee right in the middle here. Oh, Robin gets taken down. There's Sergeant Voss in as well with the lance. So you can see them all trying to deal with it. And yeah, I think it's fair to say it's gotten a little bit messy. Who's this last man? Midgarder trying to take on most of the Austrian army. So let's see how he gets on. So Captain Fitz gets taken out. So Midgarder, oh, nice stab into Panda. And then taken down eventually. Oh dear. So nice launch of the lance there, I should say. 19 TE. And you can see now there's Angry Piper in as the commanding officer. And Kongara from the Brulans. Now, let's have a look at our numbers to see how they are faring. 47 and 32. And I think what I'm going to do is I will... I think I'll choose an Austrian. And then I will choose cavalry. I think it's got to be a lancer, hasn't it? Yeah. So there we go. That's what I've chosen for the next round. So I'll go in as a lancer. So I've got to take part in the fun round. That's what it's all about. So you can now see what's left of the Russians. Incapable 180 turning around very quickly. Doing a 180, in fact. So you've got a drop kick here. The skirmishers doing their best. There's Ranger in. Random horse runaway. Who's that? That's Smithy, Lieutenant. Kongara turning to stab his enemy. Goes in for the stab. Oh, but it gets blocked. So Kongara having a battle now. But he's now got friends to help. There we go, as you can see. Friends coming in to assist. Oh, but no, Kongara gets taken down by a saber slice. And the 95th Rifles are complaining about being shot at. Well, yeah, this is war. Ah, the Liebgrens, Arcady, and Elba being taken out. There's Dutch Ref with said Spyglass, Derposaurus. They're in there guarding. Over here is Firefolk. The Doomfinger. For God's sake. So this is the special needs bus. So there's Dirty Morth with his defensive platform, which is going to make it interesting to see what happens. Major Malekith gets taken down by Luca Fitz, artillery captain. So you can see here the artillery special fort as cannonballs come bouncing in past Neon. They manage to avoid them, and Bombardier the Baker is also doing a good job there, avoiding those cannons. Oh, Dutch ref. Oh, fantastic stuff. So, battle going on between Mark's Ranger, who's in there with a... or Marksman Ranger, I should say, sorry. Ranger's in there with a rifle, or just a standard gun. There, of course, is the 95th Rifles. Bacon taking the pot shot, and unfortunately missing. There's James 7 in there for the 3rd KGL. And those guys are moving in and trying to take out what remains. Oh, Fake Messiah taking down Dutch ref. So poor old Dutch ref is no more. Should be lying around here somewhere. Never mind. I think Dutch ref was lying around here somewhere. Look at that! Cannonball come bouncing through the middle of the artillery. So here is her Seidel. Oh, a few members of those taken down. Falco with a nice cannon from Slayer Boy. The old cannonball goodness. Oh, more fire. Ericulus taking down multiple members of the 3rd KGL. Oh dear, that's very unfortunate for them. Ranger and Chicken defending, along with Derposaurus, Rastafari, Gren October, Benedict, Taggart. Oh, Slayer Boy and Dutch ref taken out. Nice shot there from Crazy Toes. As now skirmishers are coming under fire. They've had to turn about as the Jaegers are now shooting at them. You've got this line over here moving in closer. See who these fellows are. This is, of course, the 11th. The 11 TES. Crazy Toes taking down Rastafari. Cannonballs bouncing over. Oh no, Ericulus died at the cannon. Shot by Rifleman Geezy. Derposaurus taken down by Crazy Toes. Oh dear. Everybody being slowly picked off. There's the late Mr. Derp. Austrians now moving in from the left side and the right, including one who decided to go AFK not far from the area. Private Declan from the Lieb Glens. More. Oh, poor old Morth. Morth is no more. There's Charlie the Turtle. Oh, nice stab there by Gren October into Nedkill. So the dirty nest is down here. Fort the dirty nest. Look at this. This is a quite a revolutionary design you don't see often in Napoleonic Wars. So there's Natter in there, and there's Taggart defending the dirty nest. Charlie the Turtle sliced down by Bacon. Salt moving in. Going to be going after one of the skirmishers. Stabbing once. Oh, lovely. Straight into Doom Ninja. Didn't even know what to do. 5 versus 9. There we go. Declan taken down by October. So, let's wait and see. Artie will save the day. Natter trying to avoid the rifle. I think I'll stand behind this large rock. Run! Run away! Run away! Oh, he's missed him. He's missed him. Get out the rifle butt. Get out the rifle butt. Oh, Blackadder. Oh, nice. Oh, he's about to get attacked. So, everyone charging to the centre. There's Salt. And there, of course, is the dirty nest itself. So, as you can see, the remaining members, 7 versus 5. Austrians versus Russians. Oh, Big Al taking down Natter. Oh, ouch. Very nasty indeed. Now they're going to try and shoot him instead. Out of formation. There's nobody there. Oh, Big Al gets taken down. Gren October stabs him in the gizzards. And here we go. Oh, look at that. 1 down. Let's see. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. 5 down. 2 versus 4. One left. And the Baker. And Salt with a lovely team kill at the end. And there you go. We're now in as cavalry and it's the fun round. Let us proceed, boys and girls. It is the fun round. Okay. Oh God, look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh, I actually got brothers. Awesome. No! No, get away! God damn it. Ah, nuts! Oh, brilliant. Charlie the Turtle team killed Dirty Morph and killed me. But at least I got brothers. So I'm happy. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you very much for watching this week's line battle. That looks to me like an admin horse. The way he's driving around in circles, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching, boys and girls. We hope you enjoyed this week's line battle. And we shall, of course, see you next week for more. Take care.